Okay, we're back from executive session. Things coming out of executive session, none to report to anybody. And along with that, I'm going to turn it to the chairman of the facility committee, Jim, please.
Yeah, facilities met at 3 o'clock today, and actually we brought in Jim Morrissey, our consultant from CNS Engineers, and he talked a little bit about what's going on in the airport, and we thought we would give him 5 minutes with a full board just to really, he can do a much better job explaining what's going on in the airport with our apron project than I can. So, Jim, we'll give you the floor.
Okay, make it very brief. We have a project under design right now, and it's the apron, general aviation apron expansion and rehabilitation. What this is Route 812 along here. This is the ARC building, fuel farm, and into the gate. That location, here's the former building, the hangar that was demolished this summer. The shade area is an expansion, apron expansion. It's the master plan, follows the master plan we put together for you back in mid-90s. And moving forward with finalizing the design, plans will be completed and ready for, it is advertised now, but ready for bidders this Friday, and bids are planned to be received January 27th. The area that is gray is approximately 100,000 square feet, and we're planning to bid this as a base bid, the lower section, 66,000 square feet, and then the upper section right here, 33,000 square feet. The reason we're doing that is we're attempting to match the budget that the FAA and the Bridge and Port Authority and CNS had looked at some years ago. The base bid, which would be for this area of expansion, along with rehabilitating the existing taxiway and the existing apron up to the fuel farm, removal of this foundation of the old hangar, and improving a small piece of entrance coming into the facility off of 812. That estimate is $850,000, and it matches what the FAA is expecting to participate in a grant to the Bridge and Port Authority. The add-on piece is 33,000 square feet, is an additional $200,000. We also have some lighting improvements, markings. We're planning on replacing, actually moving one of the aviation direction signs on the airport, putting in 2 new signs. This job does not include a replacement of a precision approach path indicator. We are under contract with Bridge and Port Authority to design both this project and the precision approach path indicator under one agreement, but the FAA told us that they don't have the money for the replacement of the PAPI, so it's best we bid this project by itself. The FAA is expected to offer a grant to Bridge and Port Authority. I think I mentioned to you before, in order for the Bridge and Port Authority to receive a grant, we have to have a bid. The FAA will only issue grants based on bids. And the January 27th date is mandated by the FAA that bids cannot be received after that, or you would not be eligible for a grant. So our plans are about 95% complete. Had a couple of engineers back in the office. I came myself, not like Raymond Peterson had a staff of 3, but all the guys supporting me. But we're busy back in the office working on the project.
You're asking for less money.
Bring it on with you next time.
I just want to show you the tie-down arrangement too. What this project will do is it will replace the existing general aviation activity. The existing tie-downs are over this location, and what we're planning on doing is providing for up to 6 for the base bid, which is more than adequate for your existing needs. If the add-on is awarded, it would be an additional 6. As we talked with the committee, the bids will come in January 27th, and the Bridge and Port Authority will be asked to review the summation of the CNS will provide from a bid tabulation, either a recommendation award if the bids come in good, or otherwise. We'll have to find out what that looks like when we receive the bids. Of course, in the past, we've all
of all the projects we bid, we've been very successful in awarding contracts, you're receiving grants. I want to assure you there is no guarantee at this point that you receive a grant. It's all planned. The FAA is participating in this. They've asked the Bridgeport Authority, the sponsor, to receive the bids and take it to the next step. So you'll be asked to participate in approving the bids. We will give you that bid tabulation, our recommendation, but prior to February 6th, you'll be asked to provide to the FAA the summary of the bid, the tabulation, and what you would like to do regarding that low bidder. And we'll help you with that decision-making between the 27th and the 7th.
So hence the need for a special board meeting during that time.
Thank you.
Questions? I'll send.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Certainly.
Updating us. Okay, going back to Stone Kids tonight?
It's only 2 hours, not bad.
You seem to be right in the middle of the storm.
I do. I'm missing this one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
No, we call every one of them Snow Achievement Trail.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Snow Achievement Trail.
Okay. So,
Last applicant.
all right, let's see if I can get that on schedule here. Well,
I just finished facilities committees. Wait, just take a look at that note. A couple other items that we discussed in facilities today were surplus property bids. We've got a pickup truck we're going to sell. That's in the board packet. Purchase of a new belt from Conviver. That's also in our board packet. Obviously, we talked about the agreement with Green Peterson. We will present that. Into the presentation for the apron project. And there's a change order for Collins Hammond's Electrical in there. There's also a resolution. And the other thing we discussed was some surplus property in Norwood. There's no action necessary on that. We've asked for some additional information. It's basically a shared facility project between the Norfolk School District, Town of Norfolk, St. Lawrence County, and BOCES, and I guess New York State, to put a fuel facility on some property that we own. No action necessary, just more for your information. So that kind of concludes our facilities meeting today. I turn it back to you, Mr. Chairman.
okay, is there any questions of Jim's report? Being none, we'll go to the personnel.
Personnel committee met today, 2 o'clock. We went over the evaluation, the annual evaluation of the executive director. I had previously shared the results with Wade, and committee went through the results today. Wade heard it for a second time or third time? I guess it was the second time we were finished.
Yes, second time today.
As a result of that, the Personnel Committee recommends the retention of Wade as the Executive Director for another year.
Okay. Is that a motion done?
That is a motion.
Do we have a second? I'll second the motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I'm opposed.
Okay, so ordered. Nomination committee, the nominating committee, Don?
Nominating Committee sets forth the following slate of officers for 2009. Chairperson, Fred Carter. Vice Chairperson, Mary Farley. Secretary, Jim Thu.
Come on.
I'm not a good secretary.
Treasurer, Don Hooper. Assistant Secretary, Bill Nelson. Assistant Treasurer, Roger McBath. And Member, Sam Lamashi.
Motion to approve that.
So moved.
We have a second? I'll second that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So ordered. Okay. The approval of the council, legal council. Appointments. Wade, you want to?
For appointments of council, we recommend Harder, Seacrest, and Emery, Frank Hello, Sugarman Law Firm, Fisher, Bissett, Muldowney, and Hunter. Also for Canadian business Gowlings.
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second? Second. Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Our newspaper, Watertown Ogdensburg Journal, and Advance News. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Banks? Mark? You want to read the banks off?
Sure. Community Bank, Key Bank, First National Bank of Northern New York, NBT, M&T, HSBC, Bank of America, and other full-service commercial institutions.
Anybody?
We have a second. Jim seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody else? The staff reports, I guess,
In the interest of time, I recommend that we dispense with those this evening.
do I have a motion to that effect?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, folks. Okay. Business items. I think. Am I missing anything?
The only thing that we'd be missing is at some point we do need to do an Ogdensburg border station.
Yeah, that's at the end. I'll go into that. I got it right here. Business items.
Then on A1, sale of surplus property. This is for a Ford F-250 pickup in the amount of $350, 1994 pickup to Roy Silva.
Motion?
Motion by Jim.
Seconded by Don. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed?
Item A2 is approval of purchase with Conviver. This is for, let me just back up a step here. Last meeting we talked about the fact that we had upgraded our conveyor. During the upgrade, it became apparent that the belt, which was 1977 vintage, would not be able to sustain the amount of load that we were going to put on it. The situation resulted where it looked like we were going to get a ship prior to the closure of the seaway for our DDGs. We needed to replace the belt. It was a time-sensitive replacement, so we waived competition to do that for the reasons that you see there in front of you. The belt cost is $19,613.50. And again, the Facilities Committee met earlier today. We talked about this, and the committee concurs with the decision to purchase a new conveyor belt and to waive competition.
Steve kind of prepared us for this the last time we talked about the upgrade, so I will definitely make the motion.
I'll second. I'd like to make one change. I mean, the invoice is in, it's done, it's installed, right? So why don't we just change the resolution to read in the amount of $19,613.50? Sure.
I don't have a bill for that yet, Jim. Is that the exact amount, Steve?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, I didn't receive the final invoice, but...
Let me just leave it the way it is and...
Sure.
Yeah, the final bill.
Are you sure that's the exact amount?
Yeah, I could. There could be some shipping charge or something in there, but I think that would cover it.
Motion to made, seconded to approve the resolution as is. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Here comes yours.
Order.
You can leave.
Item A3 is approval of a supplemental agreement with Raymond Peterson. This is for the benefit of the press. Let me just explain what this agreement is. We have a standing agreement with Greenman Peterson to provide services on the suspension portion of the bridge. You're aware that we have a
total unmet need out there of $90 million for the bridge. This does work, design work on the U.S. and Canadian approach spans. Given the dollar amount, I think it's appropriate that I go down through here and walk you through the resolution. Missing the second page. You have the second page, by chance? In 2002, OBPA retained Greenman Peterson to perform consulting engineering services to perform a detailed coding evaluation on the Ogdensburg Prescott Bridge. In association with this contract in 2003, Greenman Peterson made a proposal to the OBPA on a 15-year capital program for the bridge in the amount of $75 million. In November 2007, funds were made available to OBPA in the amount of $700,000 for the rehabilitation of the bridge under the New York State Department of Transportation. You see the PIN numbers there. In July 2008, the authority was notified to proceed with the project, and work is anticipated to commence in the spring of 2009. This is on the suspension portion. With the help of Greenman Peterson, the Director of Region 7, New York State DOT, OBPA will be eligible for funding to prepare this project for the shovel-ready status and future funding under the Federal Economic Stimulus Package. As requested by OBPA GPI, Greenman Peterson submitted Supplemental Agreement 1 for design services associated with the rehabilitation of the approach spans on the bridge in the amount of $389,000. It should be noted that the project will not be let out for competitive bidding for the following reasons that you see there on the resolution, or in the report section. The Facilities Committee met today to review and discuss the supplemental agreement submitted by Greenman Peterson and the associated scope of work, and concurs with staff to approve this agreement in an effort to prepare the project for shovel-ready status and future funding under the Federal Economic Stimulus Package. Looks like I'm leaving anything out there.
That it?
That's it.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Jim seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So ordered.
Worth the wait?
Don't forget.
That helps you out the budget for the year.
We'll wait for Christmas bonuses, though, huh?
The approval, item B1 for the port, the approval of storage, transfer and storage agreement with Hoosier Magnetics.
Make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Item B2, interesting agreement. I'll give you the short version. We deal with a company called American Rock Salt, bringing in rock salt by rail, shipping out by truck. What was identified, there's a local company that had a backhaul opportunity from the local mine to this area. So American Rock Salt requested a rate for delivery of salt to the port by truck, and that's what you see here. So the good story is here, this is a backhaul opportunity for a regional carrier. Receiving rate for the inbound truck deliveries will be $1 per short ton for the season ending March 31st, 2009. We have limited a maximum up to 2,000 short tons.
And this salt, though, comes in by rails, is that right?
This all comes in by rail, goes out by truck.
So this is all members and all?
Yeah, I'm
This
just
will come in by...
This comes in by backhaul truck to the port.
But will that affect the rail? Will we be,
It's not a
material amount.
Yeah, like Wade said, that's not.
and they're aware of this?
Yeah. There's just no, there was no mechanism there to cover them. Really, basically, the trucks come in, they have those walking floor trucks. They just dump it off. We really don't have to handle it, so.
But I'm just worried the rail, since they have our contract to run the rail, if this is going to negatively impact their financial.
No.
Okay. I'll make the motion then.
Mary made a motion, seconded by Jim. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Opposed, so ordered. C1's approval of a lease agreement with lease supplement with Breckenridge. As you can see, it's for 10,310 square feet. It's a 6 industrial building.
rate is $6.30 per square foot.
So moved.
It's been seconded, Don? Did you second it?
I have motion.
Oh. Okay.
Second, and then discuss it.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay, now it's open for discussion. Go ahead.
My question's simple. This is a period February 1st to July 31st, 2009. Just struck me as is this a temporary situation for them for 10,000 square feet?
We've been doing 6 months renewals for like two or a couple of years now, anyways. And that's just the time frame it works out to be.
Why is that, John? Why do they do it 6 months at a time?
Just not sure of the need for the space.
Is this cold storage? Do we know it says utility cost? I'm thinking it's not.
6:30 can't be.
No, well, it's just it's heated space, but it's
But for personnel, for
no, it's storage. Yeah, we'd rather have them do a year lease, but we're trying to accommodate it.
So you're working with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes up 3% every 6 months.
Really, that's what we hear.
The rates didn't change, right?
Yeah, so they went 3.4%.
If you do that every 6 months, you're doing really well.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, moving right along.
Item D1 we've already talked about regarding the rehabilitation expansion of the apron, so let's move on to D2, approval of a change order recall and electric. Steve, would you walk us through this?
Really, it's just bringing everything together. We're going to approve the D1.
he just did. Didn't he just do the
We've already approved the design in previous meeting.
So there's no recommendation for the approval of the design?
Yeah, that was informational.
There's information. There's no reason to have that.
By the 27th. It's got to be approved by the 6th, I think you said.
We've got to have a board meeting where we're discussing the contract.
What date?
No, it's got to be, everything's back to them by the 6th.
We've got the bids out, I guess.
And I've been going, that's where I'm
The
going.
design is
already.
It was just information.
The board meeting sometime between the 27th and the 27th.
That's my job.
Next year I'll be around.
What about big feet? You think so?
I leave it first and every day.
Did you get your calendar then, Jim? Did you get your schedule? Okay. This is a change order going down, Steve. Good job.
I'll move it.
Got a conservative down there or what? Did you second that, Don? Okay.
Well, let's keep the 7,000.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Last item is agenda item E, other such matters. This is with the Supreme Court Appellate Division of Mental Hygiene and Legal Services. John, as you've done a lot of work on this, you'd like to walk them through this, please?
John, didn't we do a resolution
Yes, you've already approved it, but since the increase in the renovation cost went up, they asked for an additional 5-year term, which is fine with staff, and the effective date change date for 1st 2009.
And we make anything on it?
1st 2009. Yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve it. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. You're right. You're the great.
And I maybe just want to hear about my...
Yeah, the changes have changed.
Okay, so look it down, unless we miss anything. The next meeting. Is there any?
February 17th, right? Don't you have a conflict?
I'll be in New York City. I'm at a conference on the 17th.
Well, the 17th of February.
If they're going to have a late meeting in January, though, we might not...
I'll be back.
February?
I'll be back for the February 17th meeting. But I'm gone from the 1st of February to the 12th. I'm gone from January 18th, that whole week. So,
You're going to be gone for that point in time, because they can need a meeting between the 27th and the 6th. I thought
Mayor's going to have to chill.
Yeah.
That's why one of these moves were made today.
You said you had to get it down by the 6th, so you need to make time.
Mary will be here.
I'll take it down. I was so much at night.
So meeting on the 17th?
I'll forward cover the temperature.
You're going to Texas, aren't you?
I've already been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the 3rd, it's the 2nd.
Yeah. No problem with the 17th then? Okay, well, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn the regular meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Don, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we're going to go right into Ogdensburg Border Station Annual Board Meeting on Tuesday, January 6, 2009. The boardroom at the Bridgeport Authority, the meeting called to order, letters of communications, elections of officers, same as the other.
Nominating